think he's faking.
Oh, Gary, what makes you think?
House, the kid's in excruciating...
Where is it?
Where's what?
His idiot son distracted the orderly so that Daddy Deathwish here could down a bottle of isopropyl.
I'm the best doctor. This man was trying to end his life with carbon monoxide, but luckily, his wife found him in time. It turned out that he'd been suffering from severe, widespread pain all over his body. After seeing dozens of doctors with no answers, the constant agony finally pushed him to give up. Even after all the tests, no one could pinpoint the cause. So, I suggested they search his home for possible causes. Then, they found a large quantity of painkillers and a ton of quail meat. We suspected wild quail meat caused rhabdomyolysis, which could be the source of his pain. I immediately ordered a full muscle tissue biopsy. But during the test, the man suddenly felt sharp pain in his arm and then went into cardiac arrest. Upon further examination, the doctors found a bubble in his intestinal blood vessels. They believed that this bubble had blocked his vessels, leading to his symptoms. So, they decided to do an angiogram to check for more bubbles. However, as they were reporting to me, I instantly realized the problem. I stopped the testing and checked the man's IV line. Then, I found a crack at the connection point with a clear tooth mark. It turned out that the man had blown the bubble into his own body. This was all part of his suicide attempt. Soon after, the man started feeling intense pain in his left leg, but strangely, there was no pain anywhere else in his body. Based on his symptoms, I believe the pain was a miscommunication from his brain, not his nerves. I decided to inject lidocaine into his brainstem to interrupt the communication between his body and brain. But the director rejected my suggestion. The test was too risky and could kill the man. But without the test, we couldn't find the cause, and the man would still attempt suicide. Nothing would change. Eventually, she agreed to let me proceed. After the injection, the pain was still there. I immediately realized my diagnosis was wrong. When we were at a loss, I thought of another possibility. Maybe he had overdosed on painkillers. As the pain faded, his brain mistook the drug's residual effects for pain. So, I decided to stop the painkillers and see if his condition improved. But without the painkillers, the man experienced 10 times the agony he had before. Dr. Foreman thought I was torturing the patient, but this was the only plausible explanation I could come up with, though it still turned out to be wrong. The next day, his wife asked me to continue providing painkillers. She had given up on treatment and accepted that her husband might commit suicide at any moment. I chose to respect her choice. Just as I was ready to abandon the case, a move by the repairman sparked a new hope in me. I went to the patient's room and asked him if his pain first felt like a groin kick. His surprised expression confirmed my suspicion. He had epilepsy. The seizures had spread to his sensory organs, disrupting his pain perception system and causing his ongoing pain. After starting epilepsy treatment, the pain that had tormented him for years finally disappeared.